Also bothers me because I feel like I'm putting my own dog to sleep.
I said, damn, taking all that time, you done hurt these fans. I guess it take a while to put on that Hell's Angels jacket and them Eddie Murphy pants.
Ain't you see that I'm the realer nigga? Why? Fuck that mask, I want you to look your killer in the eye.
Blog Talk Radio.
It's the prime time edition. Yeah. TechMaster-Stro and Oplex. The hip hop culture. How we do it turn up, right? The battle. It's Oplex, TechMaster-Stro. Prime time edition. We about to break this down. It's the BattleScene AHAT rapper.
Ladies and gentlemen, what's good? We are back in the building. Another exciting episode of the BattleScene AHAT Wrap-Up Primetime Edition. Lots of battles to cover. Of course, I'm your host, Oplex. I'm in the building alongside of me. I keep the battle rap expert, TechMaster-Stro. Stro, what's poppin'?
Yo, what's up, man? I'm fresh back from Atlanta. Battle to Survive, SpitDatHeat. I was loving it. Good weekend battle rap. I mean, it just kept us incredibly busy, so I'm ready to, get started already.
Absolutely. We got the three horsemen on deck, of course. The MC correspondent, MusicIamTV in the building. What's popping on your end, man?
Man, you already know. BattleScene.Net, MusicIamTV. Oh man, just been working, man. I just dropped that B Magic interview. You already know I stay working with BattleScene.Net. You know I'm gonna keep working. You know how it is. We here live.
No doubt. Make sure you guys check that out. MusicIamTV, Twitter. Get that link to that interview and see what's going on in the mind of B Magic. In fact, round of applause for MusicIamTV. He probably has. I mean, in the time frame that he started, he probably has the most interviews in the culture, and for that, he should be commended. Let's before we get into the weekly awards, Stro, like you said, you hit the battle, hanging out with Milltown Blow, Street Star Norbs, and a host of other MCs. You got Unbiased Review out there, star-studded event. But Stro, what it boils down to, it was some great battles. Let's get right into it. Let's get a brief recap on that, Stro.
Oh, man, Battle to Survive, it was just this past Sunday. As you said, Unbiased Review was there, Norbs was there, Cannon the Beast, T-Top, anybody you could think of. A lot of Southern rappers were there. Quite a few battles. I'm just going to go through them real quick, do a quick call on them. You had Genocide versus Stebo. I really think Genocide had some of the hottest bars of the night, man. He really, overwhelmed Stebo as far as presence and crowd control. Felico L versus Cannon the Beast. Yo, let me tell you something off top, man. This was a first in battle rap history. I still think Cannon took the first 2 rounds, but in the third, Felico did O-Dog voice, what you say about my mama, and his mom literally got up there and spit a hot 16, straight up. She was spitting, man. I promise you. Polo Boy versus Trez. I think that's one of the more debatable battles. Oh, no, I'm sorry. That's not debatable. Polo Boy gave up the third, man. He was doing really good in the first 2, but he gave up the third. I'm going to have to give that battle to Trez. PG Skillet versus Bad News. I feel like Bad News overwhelmed PG Skillet with the bars. TGO versus HA Double. I still think that was the battle of the night. TGO was the best I've ever seen him, but unfortunately, HA was the best I ever seen him. You're going to get a different HA. Man, I'm telling you, if you think he needs to step up his performance, he's going to show you right here and right now that he's got what it takes. A-Town City versus AE. I'm going to have to pull A-Town City on that. AE needs to step up his performance and his delivery if he wants to, make a stake in here to really, make a place in this game. Grams versus Young Scotty. It was a one-off, left you wanting more. It was kind of you know, you just wanted more. It's the best grams you've ever seen. But at the same time, Scotty was spitting bars. I don't know. I have to give that one to Scotty. And Slick G versus Double M, man. Straight up, man. Let me tell you, man. People are sleeping on Double M, man. I'm just gonna let you know. Honestly, I feel like Double M beat Slick G, and I still get people saying they can't believe it. Wait till it drops. It's coming. And that's the wrap up.
That's what's up. Shouts out to Milltown Blow, bringing Norbs out. And once again, like I said, ladies and gentlemen, when I was at Alpha League's War Games, there's something about Norbs coming out. It does tend to make the MCs crank up. Why? Obviously, we don't need to mention why. Everybody that is, in this culture will love a shot on that URL stage. Let's get right into the weekly awards. As usual, let's go light. In fact, I can't forget about the formalities. Make sure you check us out on Twitter at BattleScene, Facebook. We got a group and a page. Just put BattleScene in the search engine and Facebook will come up. Want to email us? battles@battlescene.net. Bouncing right back to the tweet of the week, starting off light. Stro, this is concerning the next mosh pit battle, which I'll give you the floor on. What we got for the tweet of the week?
Yo, tweet of the week is coming from @Reese2144. Somebody tell Oplex he is dead. If y'all ain't know, Oplex is getting back in the ring. This dude is actually getting mosh pit. And for those who know, the mosh pit is a one-round, 3 to 5 minute battle over the phone. Any MC interested in joining or attempting to battle in the mosh pit, hit us up, Twitter at BattleScene, or email us at battles@battlescene.net, Facebook, however you want to contact us, just let us know you're interested. We'll get you in there. I can't wait. I'm excited. That's August 28. Yeah, August 28. It's going down.
Oplex, I'm back in the ring, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see. We'll cook up some bars. You know what I mean? Food ain't food unless you stir that itch.
They're going to put that body cast in a body bag.
Let's get it. Moving on to the bar of the week, a battle that we got to talk about in our primetime edition, but we were able to pick a bar out of this one. I tell you what, that Automatic Ray versus Trez, just an incredible battle, but let's get to this GunBar, Stro. I like this one right here. Let's hear it.
I was in the West with a Smith & Wesson with a 12-round mag, waiting on him to lead with his team. When I see him, I'm dumping everything out that bitch. Somebody go and bleed on the scene. That's one gun, one clip, 12 bullets. I feel like making a song while I'm squeezing that thing. I see him. Now 112 blasting out the car like I'm bumping peaches and cream.
Bars.
That's Trez. That's Trez.
Round of applause for Trez. GunBar of the week. Right? Hey. You know what, Stro? We'll talk about that. We'll talk about it. But I kind of liked, he had a lot of filler before he punched, but I liked the way he built up to it and finally landed with a Moneyball bar.
Yeah, man, he did. Unfortunately, we're going to talk about that battle.
Yeah, we'll get into that because that's one of the pivotal pieces, and we haven't even discussed who I edged that battle to. All right, bar of the week, man, Conceited, back on the scene. It's about his second battle, ladies and gentlemen. You got to peep the battle scene. First battle didn't make the site. All right, that was on Colorado Rap. This one entered the dungeon. Conceited's back, giving an MC that probably no one's heard about a shot, a battle we will talk about momentarily. But in this battle, what do we get? We get the bar of the week. Very clever scheme here, ladies and gentlemen. Let's hear it.
Quick, too.
Nigga, I'll bring Glocks and creep through your home. If your bitch get involved when I'm squeezing the chrome, talking that jazz, I'll grab the stock, then hit your whore in a sec if she don't leave him alone.
There it is.
Hard. Now, hey, I mean, that was a quick punch, man. It was quick.
That was Conceited versus
That's what
Deuce,
Conceited is known for, but it was also a scheme, which I love. Round of applause for Conceited, bar of the week.
Yeah, and that was Conceited versus Deuce, correct?
That was Conceited versus
Deuce.
Absolutely, and we're going to get to that battle. a nice one-off there. All right, Battle of the Week. And I tell you, ladies and gentlemen, when we have great weeks in a culture like this, honestly, the Battle of the Week often is the toughest call. We go all the way out to Las Vegas, and what do we see? We just dropped the best of in lieu of TechMaster-Stro's incredible editing skills. He put together the best of Young B, the future. And anytime we do that, we're trying to let you guys know that somebody is on an up-and-coming tip, and he's about to aim for that number one spot. We've heard Danny Myers say that he's pretty much the number one spot in AHAT. And now we got Young B, the future, going up against Scheme. And we dealt with Scheme, Stroke. We've had him on the show. We've seen him in the mosh pit, right? But this is the best Scheme we've ever seen, Stroke. Hands down. Yep. He slimmed the weight down, probably lost a good 20, 30 pounds. No more fat bars for Scheme. But in the end, Stroke, we almost get a fight in this one. We almost get a repeat of that math, if you will, pun intended. But, Stroke, incredible battle. Clearly, I think we could probably still throw it in the classic, even with the choke. I mean, just the first two rounds.
I don't know. I mean, that's the unfortunate thing. It is the best Scheme you've seen, but he chokes in the third, and it's a bad choke. The only reason it's a really bad choke is like either you cut it off or you can freestyle. If you can't freestyle, that's fine. This is a written, battle, and that's what we came to see. So if you can't freestyle, I don't really expect you to be an excellent freestyler. But you need to recognize that and leave it alone. And it was just a bad attempt to freestyle. But he did have some
more. What you gonna do? Take me back to the murder? How's it the murder when the murder only got like 5 murders? So what the fuck were y'all doing? Moving and out, 5 murders, that's kind of low. Does suicide count? I mean, what you gonna do? Laughing crack jokes while I slim down a bit. Don't count on them fat jokes because your bitch still a fiend for clouds of crack smoke. I'll wave just to pull it right into my backstroke. That's lame. Pull back. Fuck it, I hit it harder just to break you up. She screamed louder than Hollow saying, I hate you, Lux and all. Scheme heating up. I love this intensity. MusicIamTV. Let's talk about this battle. Battle of the Week. Young B, the future versus Scheme. You get the feeling when you watch the intensity right out the gate that both of these guys were kind of aiming. Obviously, Danny Myers is the best. I mean, Danny Myers is the best MC in AI. What I'm saying is beyond that. Did this feel like to you that both of these guys were kind of going for the number one spot in AHAT?
I felt like they were trying to knock each other's heads off, like straight from the gate, like with no problem. Like, I'm here, okay, you here, or I'm here too, And it's crazy because they from 2 different divisions of AHAT.
After that is a good point. That's a good point.
Yeah, that's AHAT Cali and AHAT Vegas.
Yeah, so that's dope. That's dope for both. You know what I mean? So it's it's a good point. It was a great battle. For AHAT, that was one thing. You know what I mean?
One thing.
Yeah, I mean, they were definitely both spitting bars. Young B was on point as well.
If I weed out the weed, it should help me, right? It's hard for me to blossom because these rappers bug me every night. The next maggot who own that, his ass grass. I bought the tech tonight. Spray a fly in his eye. The best way to kill a pest is sight. Tell your mama, when I see her, she better have some backup with her. Evolution guns, her butterfly if this caterpillar.
Bars.
The boy's a problem.
Hey, Young B is definitely a problem. Round of applause to both MCs. Battle of the Week. I mean, incredible battle. Make sure you guys go check that battle out. We'll have it up on the site tomorrow, hands down. I do want to say that I thought it was a good look for the culture when you pretty much get a formal apology from both MCs in lieu of them almost fighting in the middle of that third round. Stro, what was your take on that? I thought that was a great look.
Yeah, man. I mean, Yeah, I think so as well. You know, there's a lot of intensity in the battle. You know, you never want to see it go past that. It's always good to see. I mean, that's what you're kind of looking for. You don't really want all these friendly battles because sometimes it kind of just takes away from it. And there's nothing wrong with having, like, a respectful battle, but you don't want all smiles and good times either.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I think we've seen that on Grind Time and some of Grind Time's recent battles where it's, you know, whereas it was so friendly that it almost, like you said, it took the edge off the battle. It is a battle at the end of the night. All right, good deal. You know what? Let's get right into the Prime Time edition. I got a guest on the line, so let's go right to that battle. And then
we're going to have him on in a minute. We're going to have
AR? Yeah, I got it. So let's get right to Automatic Ray versus Trez. Let's build on it first. Let's let them hear the commentary, then we'll pull them in so we can get the inside scoop.
Mm-hmm.
Stro, you said that this is a very difficult battle to judge. I agree with you. What do I boil down to on how I edge this battle to AR? Trez, more filler. Automatic Ray, quicker to the punch. Now, I'm not taking anything away from Trez, all right, because he's probably listening. I'm just saying that in a battle that's so close like this, you kind of, for me, a guy that's watched thousands of battles, when it's close like that, I kind of just get on the scorecard and just see who's quicker to the punch, who's more consistent. And then that filler comes in and it slows the distance, the space between your punches becomes bigger. TechMaster-Stro, I think you said at first you edged it to AR, watched it again, edged it to Trez. Trez had a lot of material, and I know he has a lot of bars that have to soak in 2-3 times. High replay value. This is a classic, ladies and gentlemen. But, Stro, talk to me about how you deliberated on this one.
No, I actually first edged it to Trez, and then I edged it to AR after a couple of more watches. Watched it about 3 or 4 times. And what happened was it just seems like Trez went on for too long. The way that I referenced it in the write-up is like it's like Kool-Aid. Every Kool-Aid packet, it contains the powder with the same potency. It's dependent upon how much water you put in there that determines the strength. So if you keep putting water in there, it's going to be weaker. So in essence, the powder is the bars and the time is the water. So he just took too much time to where he weakened his overall round by rapping too long. He almost, wrapped himself into a mess. But he wasn't as quick to the punch as Automatic Ray.
Absolutely. MusicIamTV, what's your take on this one?
I seen this battle, man. That battle was crazy too, man, on both sides, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. It could go either way. It can go Automatic Ray, or honestly, it can go either way. But I don't know. I just edged it off to Trez because of I felt like he was breaking down his bars. You know what I mean? To me, you know what I mean? He was breaking down his bars and the crowd reaction. You feel what I'm saying? That was crazy. Don't get it wrong. Shout out to Automatic Ray. He did come in strong. It was a crazy battle. Like I said, it could go either way, one-on-one. But I edged it because Trez, the way he was breaking down his bars and the way the crowd reacts, you know what I'm saying, it was behind him, you know what I mean? So I liked that, and that was a crazy battle. It could be a classic. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, we definitely do that when it's certified classics. When it's close like that. And when you watch it once, you go with one guy. You watch it again, you go with another guy. That's when you know you pretty much got a classic on your hands. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get arguably SpitDatHeat sharpest veteran on the line.
Wait, we don't have him on,
ladies and gentlemen. Wait, did we lose him?
I don't have him on just yet.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. All right, we'll get AR on shortly, ladies and gentlemen. Let's keep moving through the primetime edition. Let's talk about this Enter the Dungeon. Conceited versus Deuce. I kind of feel a certain way about this battle, especially after seeing Conceited on the Colorado rap scene, and he was very, very lukewarm. Here we see a sharp Conceited, the kind of Conceited that fans want to see. Stro, you have an angle on why such a drastic contrast between those two battles. However, in the end, clearly a win for Conceited, and we got Deuce on the other side. The performance was okay, then he got real shaky. Got some feedback from the crowd. It's one of those things where the crowd was barking because he kept stumbling, and then after
he was stumbling all at the end of it.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's one of those things. The MC can't complain if you're continuing to stumble. The crowd is going to react on that. You can't flip it on the crowd if you're continuing to stumble. You top that off with very unsportsmanlike behavior while Conceited is barring him in the chest and the kidney and uppercuts. Right? We're getting these comments from Deuce where he's clearly upset and he's mad. And like Conceited said, Deuce should actually thank him for actually taking the battle. Stro, talk to me about this battle. Very interesting battle. It'll definitely make the site.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, I really think the contrast is, and he really took Deuce seriously. I don't think he took the Colorado MC serious at all. I think he pulled the daylight move in Colorado where you get your money and go. Like, you pull an antic or you don't bring bars, you're just there to show face. He knew, and I saw the trailer for this. I saw, like, the face-off and all this stuff. Like, they were in the hotel room, they were talking about it. And so there was a lot of build-up to this battle that maybe some people missed. I did think that Deuce started off very well, man. He really started off strong. He had, like, you know, really quick, rhythmic bars.
That's why it's easy to prove this nerd whack, especially when I say shit like we can swap pause or spar raps. Either way, I can backwards. Swap his pause, spar his rap. Backwards. See how I run words back. I'm nice. But you, nigga, use a corn. Anytime you speak, the shit is boring. It's your parts in the battles I find myself ignoring because you stand in one spot. You disrespect the art. These fans came to see you perform. But I guess it take a nigga in my position for kind of listen. I understand composition, but we need more than what you write in a composition to expose the competition for being non-existent. I mean, your career on a decline, condescending. I'm not trying to sound condescending, but I give y'all bars, performance, aggression, plus conscious spitting while conscious spitting.
Yeah, man, it's like I'm not trying to be condescending, but condescending. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, it almost goes back to the same thing that I said about Trez, man. You can't go too long. You know what I'm saying? You got to realize, man, you are rapping for humans. Even if it's a one round, you better keep it to about 8 to 9, straight up. You're dealing with humans. They got a short attention span, and they get fatigued. It's like looking at a computer screen too long. You gotta do something else. And so it starts taking away potency of your round. And I think he was a victim of longevity. Honestly, I really do.
Well, yeah, but I think another thing, too, I definitely want to get Music IM's take on this battle. But let me say this. You're going up, two things you got to know, all right? If you're up and coming and you're going up against a, quote, top-tier battle rapper, and you paid for the battle, we've seen this over and over again, what's going to happen, Stro? The top-tier battle rapper is going to attack you and say, you paid me for this battle, and that's not how you earn your stripes in the culture. For that, I felt that Deuce should have addressed that. Even though he went first, he should have put that out there and said, I know you're going to come with that, and then barred him. You know, but we didn't get that. And I think that's a very predictable angle.
Are you sure that he didn't approach that angle?
I think he did.
I might be mistaken. I thought
something about now you work for me or something like that. I think he
right. Yeah, he did. He did talk about that.
Hit him with a lot. Yeah, but right after that, what started happening? Dude started going into his mode and listening into the crowd, whatever. I felt like he was
and if that was immediately following, maybe that's why I didn't really hit with that full impact. If that was right before he started stumbling, that takes the edge off of it. You know what I mean? But no, that's cool. Music I am. Give me your thoughts on this.
Yeah, and plus also and Deuce, you know, and plus first I didn't like how it started off. You know, if you are owner or whatever part of that league or whatever with Conceited battling and he's battling you, give the man respect and let him do his intro. You did your intro. You feel what I'm saying? Straight up. You know, I didn't like that straight from the
cut
gate.
him. Yeah. That
I didn't like that straight from the gate. He had bars. Deuce had bars in the beginning, but then I don't know what happened at the end. Like I said, he just started losing it. He had very strong bars, but he just started losing it at the end. And Conceited, Conceited was coming off that Colorado joint, so you already know how it was.
I think it's good.
Well, let me put it how it was going to be.
He doesn't have to do this. He's on Wildin' Out. He doesn't need the money.
Yeah, he don't need the money. No, he don't. I guess it was like something between them two that they had to get out or something like that. Who knows?
Well, another angle Deuce uses that dude is truly from like, what did you say, Pompano Beach or somewhere? I can't remember, but it was pretty much a town 30 minutes away. So I might have been, a home. Pembroke Pines. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And honestly, I don't like either one of those angles. I don't like the you paying me angle, but I still don't like the I am a top tier and you paying me. I take points away from that. It's like the most played out angle that you could use as the top tier MC going into it. Because at the end of the day, you brought your top tier behind down here to battle. So don't try to act like you above this. You know what I mean? Like real talk. Right. You know what I mean?
That's a great point.
I think it's a played out angle.
Yeah, and another thing too, there were times where I felt like, in terms of receiving the bars, there were times where I felt like Deuce was kind of like Speedy Gonzalez. Not to say he wasn't barring when he was doing it, but it's kind of like, man, would that bar have been more effective if you slowed down a little bit? Like even that soundbite you just played, so just like, super fast. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I saw a couple of comments on Facebook about some people who saw it live, and they were like, man, I wish you would have slowed it down, man. That would have hit so much harder. So you're right about that.
Maybe that's what he was lacking right there. So for his next battle, I think that's the way he should come.
Yeah, and I know Enter the Dungeon, they're definitely listening. If Deuce is listening, definitely take heed to that. You might want to slow that rapid succession down and give some pauses in between the punches so people can get every punch that you're spitting. Since we're dealing with
breathe.
Go ahead.
Let it breathe. Exactly. That's all I had.
Absolutely. All right. Since we're dealing with league owners that hop in the ring, something that I know the homie MusicIamTV does not like, let's go to the D, and let's deal with $, the owner of Alpha League, stepping in the ring versus
Dollar, if you're listening, Dollar, real quick, Dollar, if you're listening, I respect your bars. I respect everything you're doing over there. I am a supporter to the whole thing over there. But that crowd was biased. I gotta say it. And that crowd was really biased. Maybe if it was in another crown, somewhere else, in a different spot, it would have probably been a good. First and foremost, it was a good battle, but it would have been a dope battle. You feel me? It would have been a dope battle because
I think it would have been classy.
Yeah. The crowd, it was just the crowd. Look, I sat here with somebody that sit with me here every day, and the minute I put that battle on, and Dollar started spitting, the first thing he said was, "Oh man, is everybody with him?" And then all of a sudden, I come to find out he was the owner. I looked at my man. I said, "I just gotta rewatch it again. Let me rewatch it again." And when I rewatched it, I'm like, "No, Dollar, no." But it was a great battle, and it could have went either way. I'm just gonna put it like that. It could have went 2-1 either way.
Yeah. It's I put in my write-up that it definitely would have been a classic. Two things that struck it out though was the biased crowd, and I kind of felt like Dollar Sign's last round was. It almost felt to me like he tried to freestyle the whole thing out. And it just made for kind of, if you compare the intensity of rounds 1 and 2 to that last round, it wasn't, it dropped down in terms of intensity. However, C-Doubles was consistent. All 3 rounds, I literally hit $, in the Alpha League group and said, this is one of the toughest battles I've ever had to call. And you know what, so no crowd reaction when you got a guy that has bars does kind of play into it, man. I can't front when you're trying to deliberate. Talk to me about it, Stro.
Yeah, man. But, you know, I mean, it's a double-edged sword because, you know, it's not really Dollar's fault in the end of the day. I highly, highly doubt he went around the club and throughout the event talking about, yo, make sure you don't. Yeah. You know, I'm not saying you saying that, but at the end of the day,
the crowd being biased.
About that.
Yeah. It was just.
You know what I'm saying? He can't really do nothing about that.
And he can't control that, yeah. That's why I said it could have went either way, 2-1, you know what I mean? That's why I had to, like, rewatch it again. You know, I'm like, oh, man, this battle is so debatable. I could just go either way, but it's like, it could have went either way. You know, I can't even call that. You know, I can't even call it because they both came with it.
Yeah, all right, we got AR on the line again. He's finally made it. He's on here.
Okay, good deal. Excellent. Yeah, let's wrap this up. I do want to talk about C-Doubles real briefly before we get to AR. I don't know, man. Stro, the schemes were dope. I felt a lot of the schemes that he ran were kind of original in nature. Now, he said he had been on the PGs. I haven't seen that, you know. But
he came out of the box punching heavy and hard. I mean, Dollar was there. I mean, you know, I respect the bars, but I'm almost, you know, rolling with Indianapolis on that one, man. I mean, yeah, I mean, because
Indiana,
that crowd reaction plays in.
I mean, that crowd, and you're talking about a tough crowd, where Detroit definitely put their bid in right there because, Stro, you're coming away from the SpitDatHeat event, and if you were bar heavy, it didn't matter who you were, you got a crowd reaction, correct on that?
Yeah, man, I mean, that was an awesome event. The crowd was great. I mean, it didn't matter who you were, where you was from. You were getting reactions based on your bars, not based on where you was from.
Yeah.
Right. Absolutely. Well, it's funny. Last time we had AR on, he was talking about how SpitDatHeat's crowd is unbiased. It's a pleasure. Finally get him back on the show, joining in on a primetime edition. So you know we got to talk about this Trez. AR. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, arguably SpitDatHeat's number one veteran. Arguably, you can say that easy. Is in the building. Round of applause. Let's get him on.
What up?
AR, what's good, man?
What's going on, man?
Man, all is well, man. Thanks for coming on, man. It's good to have you.
Oh, yeah, no doubt.
You know what? Let's do this primetime edition, man. We're just chopping up these battles. Let's get right into this Trez battle, man. This to me is definitely one of your stronger performances I've seen all year. I definitely felt you were much quicker to the punch, more consistent quite sometimes. You've hit some potholes this year, you know, not the best showing against Cortez. Talk about it, though. You definitely didn't sleep on this guy. I mean, you prepared, and I edged it to you. I mean, you prepared adequately. But talk to me about your mindset, kind of going up against a rookie. And as I was looking on YouTube, looks like there was a lot of talk before this one even went down.
Yeah, there was a lot of talk in the group, in the Facebook groups and things of that nature. I mean, Trez is the young homie. You know what I mean? Like, he's dope. I mean, he's up and coming. And when Bo was telling us that he was putting the card together, you know what I'm saying that he wanted to get some of the new cats a shot, I mean, it was a no-brainer because I know his talent. I know what he's capable of. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it was like, you know, why not? Why not get a young homie a shot?
Yeah, right. I was about to ask you, AR. Yeah, how did that battle come about, you and Trez?
More or less, when Blow told us he was putting together a card because he wanted to give these new cats he wanted to give new cats a good look. You know what I'm saying? He wanted to give a couple cats a shot. You know what I'm saying? Trez is already the homie, so it was like, I mean, why wouldn't I do it? You know what I mean? I want to see him. I want to see him prosper, man. He's got a lot of talent. He's got a lot of talent and a lot of potential. And
salute to you, bro. Salute to you for giving him that chance.
Oh yeah, no doubt. I mean, I know a lot of cats wouldn't do it. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people a lot of people look down on new talent, and I can't understand why for the life of me. Because at the end of the day, this is the future. This is the future of what we do. You know what I'm saying? So
true.
Right. Well, you know, AR, let's go back. You know, Stro did a brief recap. I know you were in the building last Sunday at that last SpitDatHeat event. Talk to me about what went down, and if you could talk to me about your favorite battle. What was your number one battle in that event?
Oh, man, battle of the night. Hands down, Genocide versus Steve-O. Ridiculous. That battle, like, it was one of the battles where if you hadn't been in the building, then you can't properly appreciate it for what it is, because bar for bar, it was like one of the best battles of the year, if not the best battle of the year. Genocide punched from beginning to end.
Yeah, man.
I think every other bar was a punch, and it was like consistent haymakers. It's not like filler punches or like, you know what I'm saying? It's not like he gave you mediocre bars. Like, it was literally a haymaker every 2 bars.
Yeah, that's real talk. I'm trying to tell you, and he had the most crowd reaction like all night. I believe, man. It was like every other bar, people were like, "Yo, I remember being way back from the stage, like, dang," you know what I mean? He was spitting, man, for real.
It's literally like, from watching it from where we were, it's one of those moments in history where it's like, you know, Genocide has the potential to become somebody who is a serious problem in battle rap. And what's crazy is people don't even realize Genocide took a year off and then came back. And I mean, even though it was a good battle, like it was a good back and forth battle, because Steve-O definitely hung with him. But it was scary, man. It was like being in the ring with Genocide at that point. If he'd have been anybody else, man, they would have died. Like, there's no way you can see him when he's on his shit, man. It's crazy.
Right. You know, it's something about, I know what happens when Norbs is in the building. Like I said, I went to War Games here in Detroit. Norbs gets in the building. Everybody's kind of, you know, wants to crank up a little bit with the possibility of possibly getting a chance to shine in a PG. But talk to me, you know, Danny Myers makes a great point. Lots of politics and battle rap. Now, I know Milltown Blow holds down a very close circle, and no one's doing anything. No one's just going to snatch up any SpitDatHeat MCs without talking to Mill, and I like that about Milltown Blow. But we know at the end of the night, AR, that, you know, most battle rappers would love the opportunity to get on the PGs and to get on that big stage. How does it all pan out? I mean, talking to a battle MC when aspirations are one place, battling in another place, not to take anything away from the home league. I mean, we've seen Danny Myers evolve into AHAT MC and then a URL MC, and now back to then they blackballed him, and now back to URL. Talk to me about it, though, how it plays out when you guys are mapping your careers out.
Well, you know, it's funny, man. And shout out to Norbs, you know what I'm saying? We definitely appreciate him coming down and taking into consideration of the artists that he has and that talent. But to be honest with you, man, a lot of the cats from SpitDatHeat that were on that card, because I talked to a lot of them, as they were in preparation for that particular event, nobody was really hard pressed about the PG situation. Like, it's a plus. You know what I'm saying? It was good, but for us, man, it's more of the sport and just showcasing what you can do. You know what I'm saying? So granted, it's cool that a couple people were able to get a PG out of that, but at the same time, man, for us, it's just another event. Like, it's just I'm not worried about what the outcome is of what I'm getting out of it in the long run. I'm just trying to get up here and fuck you up. That's it.
Bars.
That's it. That's really it, man.
Good deal, man. Good deal. Yeah, I'm interested to get your take. Yeah, I told Stro, all right, because I kind of felt like the battle rap expert was kind of sleeping on TGO when he went up against Riggs. That was a classic, and I saw something in TGO in that battle that showed me that this dude can rock and roll on the main stage. Then here we go.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I slept on dude, and I told him right after he finished that battle with AHAT, I'm like, dog, that's the best I ever seen you. And in fact, in real talk, man, it's probably the best I've seen almost everybody on this card. That's real talk, man. Everybody was top notch that night, man. I promise you. So yeah, I got a brand new respect for TGO. I'm ready to see him again because his performance against AHAT was pretty dope, man. Pretty dope.
AR, talk to me about that battle.
That's probably the best I've seen TGO too, man. It was crazy. And what's funny about it is I try to tell everybody, like, going into this battle, like, listen, TGO's gonna take this serious. I don't think AHAT was gonna just come get a win off him. Like, I need to pay attention to this, man. Everybody was, nah, man, AHAT was gonna come down there and he gonna do work. TGO gonna get 3-0. So, yeah, all right. Nobody listened. And what happened? Nobody listened, and what happened? I tried to tell y'all. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to AHAT. That's the homie. You know what I'm saying? That's my boy. But yeah, man. TGO, he 3-0'd him. I'm sorry.
Good deal, man. All right, but obviously we can't wait.
3-0.
Yeah, I say 3-0.
What's wrong with you?
Hey, I wasn't there, so I can't say anything, right? I just got laughs on that one, guys.
Yeah, I was all quiet.
All right, so Ray, what's up next, man? What's up next? We got about a little short of 20 minutes left. And I do want to briefly get into this Adi Boom battle. That was the last battle. We're going to keep you on the line when we go into that. I don't know if you've seen this last Adi Boom versus SP battle. But what's up next for you, man?
Right now, man, everybody's grabbing at me, pulling me in 6 different directions. So we're trying to figure it out. Chances are I'll probably... you know what? Honestly, the people that I want to battle... I really don't have anybody in specific that I'm just like, I want to battle that person. Because it's more or less at this point, it's like everybody who I reach out to, like, we've had the money to pay cats, and you know what I'm saying, but as I was coming up, it was, we could pay you, we could get you out here, and either they were scared or they slept on me. And so now it's at a point where, you know what I'm saying, I get the respect I'm getting the respect that I deserve, and I feel like I'm on the same level as a lot of these cats that people be trying to throw out there as top tier or elites, quote unquote. So I really don't have nobody in particular that I'm just looking to battle. Just like if they throw me in the ring with you, I'm gonna maul you, and then we're gonna be done with it. So, you know.
Yeah, I tell you what, I like to see you out on the West Coast going up against someone like Young B the Future. I like to see that.
Shout out to King of the Dot. You know what I mean? I'm definitely looking at going back out there, whether I'm on the card or not. The next event I'm going to go, but I'm being told that I'm probably going to be on Battle of the Bay. So I mean, they're working the card out right now. You know what I mean? Shout out to Aspect One. He always keeps me informed as to the plans of things because he's definitely trying to work me into the mix. You know what I mean? So chances are I'll probably go back out to Cali for that.
Good deal, man. We definitely look forward to seeing. Watching you evolve, man. We've had our eyes on you for quite some time. So obviously, man, to get on the West Coast, to get with a KOTD, even an AHAT, I mean, it just shows how your career is expanding. And of course, your studio music. I mean, rounds of applause for AR when the doggone SpitDatHeat trailer comes in. That's automatic grade, dropping bars on you. Yeah. They got to plug that. Let the fans know that his. Well, in fact, where can they get your where can they purchase your music?
Well, right now my single is available for pre-order on Amazon. All you gotta do is go to Amazon.com. Just type in either Automatic Ray or type in the name of the single. Say that SAYDAT. It'll come right up. It will be available also worldwide for purchase on iTunes later on this month. So. I'm out here, man. I'm out here.
AR, throw your Twitter out there and your Instagram.
my Twitter, Instagram. I'm everywhere with the same handle on all social media, at Automatic Ray.
Nice.
Other than that, you can find me at your mom's job picking up the check.
Well, you need to stop, man.
That's what's up. All right, let's keep Ray on the line. Let's get this one last battle. We got to talk about this. If you're just tuning in, we got Automatic Ray on the line. You're right at the tail end of a primetime edition. Do we have a great debate? Absolutely. Adi Boom versus SP, a body in disguise. You know, Stro, Mr. 300, back at it again, doing what he does best. Like incredible Hulk aggression and some real interesting and entertaining bars. It takes a certain kind of opponent, especially on a one-off, Stro, to come in and knock Adi Boom off. We get to SP, so the guy just didn't say anything. Like, I can't remember one bar out of the 5 to 7 minutes he was rhyming. And I think that's why I said it's a body in disguise. Did he have aggression? Yes. Did he have bars? Maybe, but they were very generic. Nothing stood out about him. Stro talked to me about it. Like you said, generic bars.
Man, that dude was like, first off, you know, Stampede, we done had Stampede on the show. He's my homie and all. You know, look, stop gassing these dudes up. Like, I mean, he's got his shades on. He's got his tattoo, and basically was like, I mean, he might as well have been in a cypher. It was horrible. I don't even really want to talk about him. I thought Adi Boom was spitting, and you know, he had quite a few bars too. Wow.
Son of Sam, blow your family Africa. Don't worry where your motherland is.
See, that motherland bar to me was tough. And somebody said they should have said, but everybody's from Africa, so it works.
Man.
Bars.
Yeah.
MusicIamTV. Do you agree with my deliberation that is a body in disguise?
All right, man. Listen, I think this is a few words. There is levels to this. Yeah. Listen, there's levels to this, man. Adi Boom is he out there in space, bro. Yeah.
Good deal.
There is levels to this.
Hey, man.
Yeah, I gave it to Adi, though. Adi came through.
Yeah, Adi, I mean, it's a clear win. I mean, you guys go to BattleScene.Net. You know, I don't spend a lot of time when it's just a clear win like that, especially when the opponent didn't bring a lot of bars to the table. But, yeah, another body in disguise surfaces, and we were able to dig that one up and give it to the fans. You know, let's get right into this great debate. I'm going to give Music I Am the floor first. Let's get it.
And we're going to bring Trez in on this debate as well, Plex.
Yeah. Trez on deck? Excellent. Let's get it.
You know what time it is. The great debate, player.
In lieu of Jazz the Rapper bodying 40 bars, does that make her the queen of battle rap? All right, there's a lot of different elements to why we're asking this question, and Music I Am definitely has a hold of it. So I'm going to give it to Music I Am TV. Get some of that juice out about the ducking and dodging of certain female MCs. But the great debate is, has Jazz the Rapper taking the number one spot for females? Music I Am TV, let's get some of that juice and your take on it.
Nah. Honestly, she got to go through AHAT before anything. And plus, another thing is, everybody's saying AHAT, but I was just on shout outs to the PG bloggers. I was just on, and she was just on not too long ago. And a lot of people are saying that she should battle Couture or Official. And I don't see what's the problem of her not wanting to battle them. You know what I'm saying? They're not in their class. They're not in their, or whatever. They're not on their level. They're not up to par. They're not. If you're a battle rapper, you're a battle rapper. You know, that's just crazy. And I feel like, yeah, she she got her bars and she's doing her thing, but now everybody's like, it's been about 2-3 weeks. It's been like, okay, we get the point. Jazz is nice, but she still got to face a whole bunch of other girls
before she could get that title. Now, talk to me briefly about you saying that why did she say she didn't want a battle official? Did she give a reason, or she just said she wasn't going to battle official?
No, she just won't battle official and couture. I guess, she's trying to say there's levels to this. But honestly, she should be battling.
Wow,
it's my opinion. It's my opinion. I feel like she should be battling official couture. AHAT.
Very interesting. Yeah, I kind of got a bone to pick with her about ducking someone like official who's clearly worthy of being in the ring with Jazz the Rapper. Let me go to Automatic Ray. AR, what's your take on this?
Well, here's how I feel about it. My thing is Jazz has been around long enough, and she's been rocking long enough where she's done a lot more in her career than a lot of these rappers. Now, that's not to take nothing away from official or none of them, you know what I'm saying, official, couture, nobody, they nice, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, let's look at the stats here. You know what I'm saying? Jazz has been on main stage on Smack. You know what I'm saying? How many females are doing that besides QB and who else? Miss Hustle.
Hustle.
You know what I'm saying? That's it. You know what I mean? Like she's been main stage on Smack. And then on top of that, they tried to put 40 on that pedestal like she was the queen, and then what happened? Jazz ripped her head off. So it's like at the end of the day,
look,
I feel like Jazz has done enough to where she's earned the title she has, and I honestly, personally, in my personal opinion, I feel like Jazz is the best female battle rapper.
Okay, there it is.
Why you make them jump in the casket?
AR saying that Jazz does hold the crown. All right, here we go. Let's go to Trez. Trez, welcome to the Battle Scene AHAT Wrap-Up Primetime Edition. Not sure if you heard us mention in the battle a little bit earlier. Definitely had some things to say. Great performance against AR, man. Round of applause. Trez is in the building.
Yeah. Y'all can hear me?
Absolutely, man. Thanks for coming on.
What's good? Thanks for having me, bro.
No doubt, man. What's your take on this? Is Jazz the Rapper the #1 stunner for female battle rap?
Her or official? It's one of them two.
Talk to him.
Yeah, I don't know. It's either her or official. It's one of I don't know.
Now that's debatable.
And that's the point. That's my point. Great soundbite, Stro. Yeah, now. The thing is, and that's what we're saying, Trez, she's saying that she doesn't want to battle official, and I get what AR is saying. Like she
doesn't want to battle her?
Has Jazz done more than official? Clearly.
I think Jazz should battle.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And that to me that's like Pacquiao and Mayweather. You know what I mean? Like it's kinda like it's like, okay, man, well, why don't you want to fight Pacquiao? What's up with that? You got all
That'd be crazy, too.
Right.
That'd be crazy.
And see, that's what I'm saying. I feel like until Mayweather fights Pacquiao, I mean, obviously he's going to go down as one of the greatest, but it's going to leave a certain stain on his career if he ducks Pacquiao his whole career, and that's the same thing I'm saying. If Jazz the Rapper, let me say this, if Jazz the Rapper thinks that she can duck someone like official, I seriously doubt it. TechMaster-Stro, your take on it.
I don't know, man. I'm kind of agreeing with AR on this because, she's almost doing the Lux thing. Now, it could backfire. You saw what happened when you get up there and you get bodied. You know what I'm saying? Shit come crashing down. But what I will say is she's doing the marketing thing, man. Real talk, like she ain't out there battling any and everybody. Official's my girl. I love what she does in the ring, but I think she's almost saturated herself in a way, kind of like JC did. And the less you battle, not to say you shouldn't battle at all, but the less you battle, the more they want to see you. She should really battle more than once every year. But I think she might be, and the way she done dotted 40, oh my God, like it was like 40 ugly. Bars, or is that 4 bars? Because it was, I mean, that was a horrific death that she died in there, man. I don't know what else to say.
Listen, every queen dies. So, at the end, you remember every queen dies. Remember that. It's like a beehive. The queen gonna die eventually.
Nah,
40 bars was the queen, right?
You don't know nothing about that. It's in the car.
Oh, my God.
Oh,
Yo,
man.
shout out to everybody.
But wouldn't Official versus Jazz be great for the culture, period?
Yes, it will. Yes, it will be.
That's why I'm having a problem.
Yeah, I agree with
I kind of feel like, and it's clear that Official is a top contender. I mean, let's just face it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you might be able to just give her that number 2 spot. She hasn't lost, Stro, in what? She hasn't lost in a while.
Man,
I think Official is definitely, she's definitely a contender for at least that number 2 spot, because once I saw about it,
bottom line. That's bottom line. I agree with that completely. Y'all ain't, you don't tell me nothing about Official. You know what I'm saying? That's my girl. But what I'm saying is the way Jazz is going about this, she's doing it in a more, savvy,
almost like you said, business savvy way. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I love Official. I did the best stuff for her. So I mean, I know she got bars. But I really didn't. I really thought she kind of waned away, kind of softened up against Couture, man. That was not the best Official. You know what I'm saying? That was so different. You know what I'm saying? I was sitting there looking like, what's up? What's going on? Because,
I think the best routine was against C3.
Yikes. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, C3 is up there, too, because, I mean, she definitely hung. I was really impressed with how she hung in there with Lotta Zay. I mean, he still gave her the business, but that was really a Lotta Zay, like, on 2.5 with the aggression, incredible third round. And I could still see some people saying that's debatable somewhere along the line. I mean, obviously, I edged that to Lotta Zay.
I don't know.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't see that being debatable at all. I mean, she definitely came with some shit, man. But at the end of the day, nah.
Hey, man, I was sitting there looking at that one like somebody cut it off because
that third round was bad. That third round was
there's a certain effect to angles, and I always tell people this: your bars can be sharp. But angles, that almost won Trez that battle, AR. I'm telling you, some of those angles were sharp. But the way he hit her in that third with that sexual angle, because she's of the, she's, you know what I'm saying, what she is. And the fact that he kept referring to her like she was just another girl that he could have, man, she did not like that, man. You could see her getting sick. See it. That was, It was a bad day for her.
And you know what? That's an angle that she was not prepared for. Like, you know what I mean, Stro? I mean, I guess he was thinking, well, since I'm on the other side of the fence, he can't come on me with this whole, you're kind of cute, you got a fat butt. But he did exactly
and he drove it home
what she thought.
The whole round. Like, you're going to get a whole round of this.
Yeah, that was bad. Well, good biz. Hey, spit that heat in the building on this one, ladies and gentlemen. Theme music comes on, and what another great episode of the Battle Scene AHAT wrap-up. Shouts out to AR and Trez, man. Y'all better check that battle out. Go to BattleScene.Net. They threw down classic for sure, and it's hard to get a one-off that's a classic. They pulled it off easy. MusicIamTV, TechMaster-Stro, the homie Oplex. Hey, August 28th, I'm back in the ring, ladies and gentlemen. Who can take the belt from Oplex in the mosh pit? That's the question. See you guys next week.
That's up. Don't forget, Bar of the Week, Conceited, GunBar of the Week, Trez, Battle of the Week, Scheme vs. GunBar.
Salute.
Camera shots. Boom, boom, boom. Nigga, I'm shooting from all angles. Oh my God. I'm talking about expensive shit if you ain't never wore that shit. And food ain't